To Ask Self-Belief Chief episode 39. The question I had this week was, how can I build a social media following to the size of mine? My social media following is 30,000 followers plus across various platforms. Instagram is over 20, Twitter is over 8, Facebook is about 1,000 or roughly around that, and you've obviously got YouTube and various other channels, so about 30,000 in total. So I built up a presence, and I don't like to get all my followers in one place. Yes, predominantly all of them are on Instagram, but I like to have it spread out because the social media landscape is changing all of the time, and you've got to be able to keep up to date with it. You've got to keep the fire warm in a few different areas. But if you don't have a particular social media account that's doing well yet, focus on one and try and be an expert in that area. And there's so much research and so much insight into how to improve your social media account. But in terms of what I do, this is what I did to get the following, and I'm going to start particularly around Instagram because that is where the bulk of my followers are. So I'm one of those people, like many of you, who have tried to set up an Instagram page, who a number of years back had a really organic growth, and they could just see a really easy way to grow followers, to get more likes, to get more comments, and it was very easy, and it was all moving forward, and everything was progressing nicely. And everyone knows what I'm talking about, the algorithm changed. This mysterious algorithm that no one knows who the hell looks after it, who controls it, how often it changes, whatever. We can try and guess how the algorithm works, but no one really knows. But anyway, for those of you who don't know, the algorithm changed. Instagram is owned by Facebook. Facebook changed the algorithm on their account, where the things that are on top of your newsfeed are the things that you interact with most, your friends and family and whatever people you see the most, rather than chronological order, which is why some people might be struggling to build their Facebook or their Instagram following. So rather than your post, if it goes out to people who you don't really interact with that much, it's very unlikely they're even going to see your post. Some of you might be like, well, what the hell is the point of that? And trust me, I was there. I was pulling my hair out. I didn't understand, didn't know how it worked. I was getting, loads more likes. In many cases, I was getting more likes than I am right now. Followers were increasing quickly, and then just everything slowed down. And you've got to start again. You've got to work it out and work out what they are trying to do. And what they're trying to do is they're trying to get you to engage more. They're trying to put more ads in front of you so people spend more money on advertising. And they're just trying to make more money out of it. But they're trying to also show the user or the customer what they want to see. What they want to see isn't necessarily your stuff. What they want to see isn't necessarily my stuff. They want to put your stuff and my stuff in front of the people who do want to see it. So there's a few things I want to suggest. The first thing is Facebook and Instagram. If they want people, if it's all about people seeing your stuff, the people seeing your stuff are people who love and enjoy that kind of stuff, and they want to improve and increase engagement with things that people love the most, then the very simple thing you have to do, more than you ever had to do before, is engage other people. And my attitude towards it is this. I want to give 90%. I want to be the one to give 90% and receive 10% in return. Okay? 90%, I will give you as much value. I will engage with you. I will comment. I will ask you questions. I will answer your questions. I do all of that. I try and answer to every single comment I get. So if you want to send me a comment or whatever on Instagram or one of my posts, or you just want to send me a DM or whatever, I will get back to you. That is just how I am. That's just how I work. And that's how you win in the social media game, engagement. Okay, so everyone who comments on your post, comment back, but don't just say, oh great, thanks for the post, oh yeah, smiley face, oh I like that. That doesn't build the engagement, that doesn't, get that level of interaction, okay? Ask them a question in return. Thanks very much. How can I help you? Thanks very much. What's your passion? Thanks very much. Maybe we could collaborate together, what are your interests? And then you can tell them how you can help them. And that's how you work out a business account on your social media profile, is by asking other people what they want, finding out what they want, and then telling them how what you give can help them in that particular area. Okay? So I do the Ask Self-Belief Chief podcast because I want people to send in their questions, I want to know exactly what's on your minds. And if you want to send in any comments in terms of future questions you want asked on the show, then please comment on that, and I'll check them out afterwards, and it will feature in the future podcast. But if you want other people to engage with you, it is totally obvious that you must engage with them. But many people aren't willing to do this. So many people aren't willing to do this. And that's the real shame of it. They want to receive 100%, but they're not willing to give anything. There's 3 things that your content must do when you're trying to give to the people. I really suggest that you give 90% of the time and get 10% back. And if you have that kind of attitude moving forwards, then it means your content and your value is better, and the quality of that 10% is better. Okay? You want engaged followers. You want people to come back to you. I'm going to share some very, very, very simple things you can do right now. Okay? Every single person who likes one of my images or photos, I will go on their account and not just pick anything. I will go on their account, I will look through their profile, and if I see something I like, I will like it. If I see something that's worth commenting on it, I will comment on it. And I will do that for every single person, because I want to give individual value to every person who engages with me. Okay, they don't have to engage with me, but if they engage with me, I'm definitely going to engage with them. I should have engaged with them first already, but if that's not the case and they've engaged with me, I'm going to make sure I give them as much value as possible. Every single individual person. And I can see this, therefore I can see the same names come up every single day who want to add in comments, put more likes, and they get closer and closer, and they become part of the family and the fabric of your brand. I could list off a load of users who I see typically on my profile or on my content, and I really appreciate what they do. And some people who put really great, insightful comments. I ask questions, and I have opinions and answers to those questions that I put on my posts, but I want to know your opinions. Because your opinion might be what can break someone's psyche or break someone's mental state or the rut that they're in. Maybe it's something that you're going to say. So I want to give people the opportunity and the platform on my profile to say what they want to say. And if they can do it on my profile, it might grow their presence a little bit as well. So I'm always happy to try and engage and post other people's content. But just send comments on my posts and I'll engage with you, and we can have a chat and a conversation. If you've got a particular problem around self-belief, then obviously that's my expertise. So send in your questions. So I engage every individual person. The other thing you need to do is you need to make your content good. Well, a number of you think, oh, well, thank you for the breakthrough thought, David. Content's got to be good, yeah. The thing is, I saw so many profiles putting motivational quotes, and I got bored of I don't know if, number of years ago you could get away with that. I just got bored of reading that. And I just thought, what if I ask people questions? If you can get someone's attention for 3 seconds on your post, they're more likely to engage and comment on it. And a question makes them read the question, go, think of an answer, wonder if that's the correct answer, and then all of a sudden 3 seconds have gone and they think, oh, that made me think. Because most posts, people just scroll through, oh, look, scroll through, oh, look, scroll through. When people see my post, scroll through, what do I think the answer to that question is? You've got to engage people, okay? The other thing to do, okay, is, and I don't suggest doing this every post, find viral content. Find content that will go viral, but that is specific to the area that's your passion. Okay, so I find viral content of people doing extreme or amazing things and put a question with it. Do you work as hard as this? When was the last time you did something as amazing as this? Post viral content that other people you already know worked. Make sure you credit the people whose content it is, because they'll always appreciate it, because they want people to share their content, because then more people see it. So every so often, maybe every 8 or 10 photos, people don't want to just see me and my quotes. They want to see something different. And I go out and find viral content, whether it's people I partner with, whether it's not, credit those people, put up that post, and it gets a bit more followers engagement. It's something a little bit different, but it's on trend, on brand with what I do as well. So if you like animals, maybe post a photo of the cutest cat you've ever seen, and you've seen that photo's got loads of likes and views or whatever somewhere else. Post as your content, tag that person in it, and they'll appreciate it. And that's how you can build your followers. Don't do it with every single post, because you've got to mix up your posts as well. The third thing I want to say is, if you look at my Instagram profile, you'll see a very typical style, which is every white post is followed by a black post. Okay, so it's not all black or all white necessarily, but you can see this sort of checkered pattern. And in your Instagram in particular, it's like a wall. And if that looks messy, people don't want to engage with it. When that looks clean and tidy, people are then interested in it. So it's something to think about. What is your style? You know, it doesn't have to be black and white. It doesn't have to be alternate photos. Maybe it's a consistent style for every single photo, but keep it consistent, keep it on style. Then when people scroll through their news feed and they see they see something with the style that you typically have, they'll remember it and they'll come back to it and they'll come back to it and they'll come back to it. So every time they see it, they stop because they go, oh, I've seen that before. So there's 3 things that I suggested. Is post viral content, engage with every single individual person. Okay, engage with every single person. Viral content, engage with every single person, and be consistent with your style and your branding. The final thing I do is, and I've only been doing it this year really, you don't necessarily need to start off with this, but Facebook advertising is the bargain of this century so far, without question. Okay, to be able to target people, target an audience in the way that you can do, to target an audience, in terms of interest and brands, to specific parts of the country, specific languages, and do it for just no money at all. Okay, I would get on the bandwagon now, because in 10 years' time, whether it's Facebook advertising, Instagram promotion, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, wherever, get in the game. Get in the game now, because it will become more expensive over time. And you can target and you can find the people and you can beat the algorithm by finding the exact person who loves your content. And then in the future you've got a book or you've got a online program. Those are the sorts of things that eventually some people like to try and purchase those products off me. And I've got an online training program, which if you are interested in, I'm giving away 7-day plans for next to nothing, which includes my book and a few videos as well. So if you're interested in that, in my 7-day starter plan, then put yes in the comments below. Or just DM me on Instagram or send me an email or something or other. If you're interested in the 7-day starter plan, just let me know. And that's the sort of thing I push through Facebook advertising. But as I said, the first thing is try and give people as much value as possible first. Give them as much value as possible first. Okay? Because that's the reason you get in the game. That's the reason you get in it. It's not because you want to make a load of money, but actually because you just love that thing. You love that thing. Eventually you decide, I want to make some money from it. But you've always got to stay on track to why you did it in the first place. Because if you start focusing on the money side of it, you might get disheartened. And I would like to make more money from it, for sure. So would everyone. Whatever level you get to, you always want to make more money from what you're doing. But it's not my main motive. My main motive is to help people. So that's how I built my social media presence. I'm continuing to find new ways. You've just got to trial and error as well. That's it. So I want to wish you good luck with it. My name is David Holman. If you change today will change your life. So enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your life. Send in your questions below or send them using the hashtag self-belief-chief if you want to use that, or ask SB Chief, either one of those. Send me, or you can go to my website and you can email in your question. Send in more questions. I'm always looking for more questions, whether it's to do with social media, whether it's to do with self-belief, whether it's to do with anything in the world. If you've got a question, send it to me. I might get a guest in on the show if there's someone else who might be able to provide a different perspective on it as well. But I hope you enjoyed the episode. My name is David Holman. As I said, if you change today will change your life. So enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy the rest of your life. And I'll see you on episode 40. Thanks very much.